You're so funny, Pookie. Honestly, I don't deserve a girl like you. Paw touch? Meow. Can you woo for me one more time?
Bro.
Hey, yo, what's good, gang?
Hey, yo, well, DeeKnow, here we are with another video. Let's go!
Ayo, what's good? It's DeeKnow, and we're back again with another video full of crazy clips from all over the internet. I hope that everybody's doing well. I'm doing pretty good myself. But y'all know what it is, about to watch these videos, so let's hop right into it.
13 is an unlucky number, we're told.
That's a satanic number.
Well, but it's called an unlucky number because originally it dealt with Jesus and his 12. Jesus and the 12 make the 13, upon which a new order of life would be established on earth. The conspirators have then seized upon this term of the 13, Jesus plus the 12, and have begun to build on that a new world order. You had better look at the idea of why an Egyptian pyramid is on an American dollar bill.
Well, it's a symbol of slavery, Jordan, because that pyramid was put together with slave labor.
Right, but it was also one of the greatest bricklaying projects the world has ever known. And bricklayers are referred to as brick masons, so it is a symbol of the Masonic orders of the world.
That makes sense.
And it is a very powerful symbol that has been used by the ancient secret societies. And I am here to tell you that that pyramid called Cheops Pyramid is a very important symbol to the world Illuminati.
And they're constructing the Illuminati Luxor up in Las Vegas.
Do I understand?
On Las Vegas Boulevard. I was up there with our cameraman here. And
is that a new hotel in Las Vegas?
A new hotel, 33 stories. I mean, with the capstone.
What's the significance of 33, Anthony?
Well, I think Jordan would be better able to answer that.
Yeah, I've actually stayed at the Luxor. It's pretty nice, dude. It's pretty nice, dude. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in that's pretty interesting right there. I don't know. If you ask me, it looked like he has some dirt on his hand, and then he got some water on his fingertip, and he put it on a hot rock that they held a torch to, and then he wiped the dirt off his hand.
The human race is a hybrid. We were seeded here, and we have had what I like to call an intimate interrelationship with high technology, advanced intelligence, for hundreds of thousands of years. It hasn't stopped. They are still involved. And the big question has been for many of us is, who the hell are they and what are they doing with us? In the great Sumerian tablets, in the cuneiform tablets, which preserve the complete history of the Sumerian people, the evidence is all there. The Sumerians told us how it happened, how it came to be, where they got the knowledge, who taught them the knowledge. And this fits, and I tell you it does, fit perfectly with every other story, myth, legend, history of every people on this entire planet.
And you're just chilling outside filming it? That is terrifying looking. I don't know that I'd still be there. I'd be trying to get away from that.
Hey bro, you know what I just realized? You're not stronger than me. Let's go.
The fucking squirrel is back. It look evil as fuck. I'm terrified. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, you bitch.
Alright guys, I got some pretty big and funny breaking news here for you. So, Trump's Department of Justice and his FBI just came out and said that Jeffrey Epstein definitely didn't blackmail any powerful figures. He definitely didn't keep a client list, and he wasn't murdered. I came out tonight on a random Sunday night and said this. Now, Crystal has a great theory as to why this is coming out now. I'm sure you guys have seen that Elon Musk and Trump are feuding again. Elon just started his own third political party. And remember, the last time they fought, Elon said that Trump was in the Epstein files. And so he might fear, like, oh shit, Elon might actually have some of the Epstein dirt on me, and maybe he's going to release it. So now he's telling his Department of Justice and his FBI, you guys put the official stamp on it and go out there and say, there wasn't even a client list, bro. I don't even know what you're talking about. And so this way, if/when something comes out, he could just scream fake news. And he could say, oh, it's part of Elon's doing a witch hunt against me. They're coming after me. None of it's true. Look, the FBI, the DOJ said they looked into it. And actually, there isn't even, he didn't blackmail anybody, and there's no client list, and he definitely killed himself. So this is, like, it screams guilty.
I don't know. It's pretty crazy to me. Why?
Next time you see me, I'm gonna be on the other side of this thing.
Well, we're about 3,000 miles beyond Antarctica. Globe model says we should be wrapping back up around the Indian Ocean, but it's nowhere in sight. If we don't make it, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. Don't know where the hell we are. GPS system's no longer working. Apparently it doesn't know either. I'm seeing these kind of rock-textured land masses that I've never seen before. This is just surreal, man. Been waiting for sunrise to get a landing somewhere, but been about 18 hours without light. Gonna have to land soon.
Put a parachute down, check it out, make sure it's safe for landing.
This place is utterly terrifying. And don't know if I'm hallucinating, but I think I'm seeing some kind of strange looking people.
Leave me alone, please. I'm not here to hurt you, please. Guys, do not land here. Go back home.
Alex, talk to us, buddy. What's going on? Sounds like we lost him.
Man, AI is getting a little too crazy. All they had to do is put a little bit of a filter on it to make it look semi-realistic, but you could tell that it's 100% AI. All right, man.
The system wasn't built for you to win. You went to school to memorize facts you never use. You were trained to raise your hand, wait your turn, and follow instructions. Then they told you, get a job, work 40 hours a week, give half of it to tax, retire at 67 if you're lucky. That's not a life. That's a script. And most people don't question it because they're too tired from living it. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's when you realize freedom was never going to be handed to you. You have to build it. And that's why I teach digital products, because ownership is the only way out. No boss, no begging, no clocking. You move different when you know the system was never designed to serve you. It was designed to use you. Break the script or stay stuck in it.
Exactly, break the script or stay stuck in it. I agree. It was built to be against us, to keep us at a mediary level so that we can't advance any higher than that.
This is insane, and if it's true, then it could change everything. I knew there was something about these deportations that just didn't sit right with me, and then I found this story about a man in Colorado. His name is Alvin, and it looks like he's been trying to get this story out for the past 2 weeks now. Long story short, Alvin expresses his worry that his brother that was taken by ICE and in quotations deported is no longer alive because Alvin is friends with people that work for private contractors, okay? one of which seems to have a pretty high up rank in the military. Alvin stated that his friend claimed that they were being paid to drop off people in the middle of the ocean. I say people because they are humans as well, regardless of how you want to feel about them being here illegally in quotations. Anyways, Alvin's trying to get the word out about what types of planes that these military private contractors have been using. Well, turns out that they're primarily cargo planes, the same cargo planes of which many of you might know open up at the back. And they don't really have any seats, and the seats of which they do have are extremely comfortable, I can tell you from my own personal experiences. But see, this is where Alvin's story gets extremely disturbing, because he stated that most of the planes that, let's just say, have been transporting are disappearing off of radar, and that his friend stated that that is when they do the, in quotations, drop. He also stated that these specific locations of where these drops are taking place are usual feeding grounds for sharks, so just try to imagine that for 1 second. Now, I don't know how much there is to this story, as he seems to obviously be in panic mode, but also on the run. And I want to know if somebody can track those specific planes and find out if and when they're disappearing off of radar. And at that moment, it would become the biggest story to ever be aired. And do you know why? Well, research into this for me, okay? Because I'm not entirely sure that I can tell you everything about this specific event on TikTok. But during Argentina's last military dictatorship, which lasted from 1976 to 1983, by the way, if you didn't know, a horrific practice known as, in quotations, death flights was used. And like I stated, I don't really know how much I could talk about, so I'm just going to let you look into it for yourself. But I mean, how would you know? Like, would they make flight logs public?
No, they wouldn't make flight logs public, so how would you know? That's pretty crazy to think about. Not good.
You guys okay?
We're good.
Okay, guys.
You might want to sit down for this one, and if you're not already following, hit follow now and watch till the end, because today's shift might change how you see everything. Yesterday, our WW3 risk score was sitting at a 93 out of 100. Today, it's climbed to a 95. The needle's moving, and it's not by accident. Russia's expanding hypersonic missile deployment and openly tightening its military ties with Iran, China, and North Korea. China's ramping up live fire drills just outside Taiwan again. And now the EU is dumping billions into emergency defense funding. Even Putin just said, and I quote, "The risk of World War III is no joke." In the Middle East, still tense. Iran and Israel's silence feels more like a setup. So what does 95 out of 100 really mean? It means we're closer to global ignition than we've been in decades. And public anxiety is matching it. Nearly half of Americans now believe World War III is likely in the next 5 to 10 years. That's not paranoia. That is pattern recognition. Something is shifting geopolitically, psychologically, spiritually, and this might not be about if it happens, but how ready you'll be when it does. So if you want daily updates without the media spin, hit follow, drop a comment, and let's track this together.
Yeah, there's definitely a whole bunch of stuff going on that they're trying to hide and divert us from, and they do pretty good at diverting most people. Just gotta pay attention to everything, not just what you want.
Who the fuck are you? In Chinese? 你谁呀? 你谁啊? 你谁啊?
He said, 你谁啊?
Technology!
You know, music came from the demonic one.
Music came from the demonic.
The devil was one of the chief culprits of that.
What?
Satan himself. And you mentioned, see, even Muslims use the word Satan. It comes from the word shaitan.
All right, we're going to come back to Aleister Crowley. What do you mean the devil created music? I fucking love music.
He brought music on the earth.
But it's a beautiful thing.
It doesn't mean it's all bad either, but I got to explain to you. So this is what I was trying to get to an hour ago, and we keep going off tangents. I hope the audience can keep up.
I hope they can too.
I hope they don't.
You're like a freight train, bro. Gotta let you roll.
There's so many moving pieces. This
I know.
is a very broad topic with a lot of very important things.
Yep.
To kind of gather it all back in. When God created Adam, before he even created him, the devil, Satan as he's known, the enemy of humanity. Okay? This species lived on Earth long before humanity. Okay? Before the first human being ever existed, before ancient Sumeria, before any of this stuff, Billy Carson. God had other creations on this earth. But now what's interesting to me is that from the, you know, from the Abrahamic perspectives, like, why was it always the earth being used as like this kind of like testing ground? There's so many other planets, right? Why, for some reason, he created that species. They were on here before us, long before us. The demonic realm. Now remember, English does not serve the description of what these beings are. It doesn't translate well into English. Because we think demon, they're only evil. That's it. Christianity tries to make up for describing them by saying, no, they're not all evil, they're fallen angels. But that's inaccurate. And I'll tell you why I think it's inaccurate. So I explained earlier, angels are creations of light that have no free will. Even those two angels, they couldn't do what they wanted to do. God made them go and test people if they want to learn black magic. They didn't say, hey, God, I'm going down to earth and I'm going to... No, he said, okay, you want to see how human beings are? Go down there, test them. They didn't get to do it on their own initiative. They made the choice that he allowed them to make. But there was no free will for them. They can only do what God commands them to do. The demonic realm was created from a smokeless fire. Some of the scholars think maybe some type of electrical current. We don't really know. We know that they're made from a smokeless flame, and we know human beings, based on the Abrahamic faith, were created from all the different soils of the earth.
How do we know they're made from a
The
smokeless
sand,
flame?
the
No,
dark
not that,
earth.
not that.
But look at the races.
The demonic realm.
Look at their skin colors.
Hold on, back
They
up.
literally look like the colors of the earth.
Back
Good.
up, back up. You got. If you're not gonna wear the headphones, if I gotta stop you for something, you gotta take my cues there.
Good.
All right. How do we know that thing about? I don't even remember what you said now. The demonic realm. What is it? It came from smoke and fires. How do we know that?
Smokeless flames.
Smokeless flames. How do we know that?
This is the description, at least in the Islamic tradition, of that species. We know a lot about them from the Christian and Judaic tradition. A lot of that overlaps also. But a lot of this was also given to the Prophet Muhammad. Also. More intense descriptions of what these beings actually are. What I believe is going on right now is nothing more than a New Age movement of the New Age to convince humanity they were created by aliens and not God. Their only goal is to lead us astray. Period.
Oh no, exactly. I've been trying to tell people, well, my friends, I've been telling all my friends that I have and that I've met throughout the years and all the people that I talk to, like that's what they're doing. They're trying to convince us that some alien species tampered with DNA and actually created us, and that there's no source God, there's no creator of everything.
You're telling me there's Antarctic human colonies.
Right.
And we've encountered them?
Yep. Buddy, look. Just look at the timeline of our...
All right, we're going to stop real quick. This is 100% AI. And you can go back and look at the first few seconds of him talking, and you can see that it's actually AI that's making his mouth move, and it doesn't look genuine or realistic. I've ever seen his interview.
Our recorded expeditions to Antarctica. It tells you everything. James Weddell, 1824. Charles Wilkes, 1840. Started off as these rational lone expeditions, right? But then all of a sudden we don't go back for nearly 100 years. And when we finally returned, it was with Admiral Byrd's naval expedition known as Operation High Jump. Now tell me, why do you think we would halt expeditions for a century and return with an entire fleet of naval forces if it was just a cold, desolate land with nothing going on? Because this wasn't just another explorative expedition, it was a planned confrontation. Okay, we already knew they were there. We wanted to show up and appear threatening for leverage in a peace treaty. Fast forward, Byrd comes back and, dear God rest his soul, but he passes away no more than about a decade or so later. And if you think that's a coincidence, well, I just don't know what to tell you. Cut to present day. Nobody's allowed down there. Can't even approach the vicinity of the continent. And the Antarctic colony is still thriving as they've been for, God, thousands of years.
Yeah, you think so? It is true though. No one's allowed to go there. We're not allowed to fly over, not without express permission, filing all these permits and paperworks, and you have to get approved for all of it. Or you can just pay an exorbitant amount of money to go and take a flight around it. Okay, I don't like that.
yeah? Oh, please miss it, please miss it. Oh, that is close.
Wow, that's 100% real. That's just on a really good camera.
So you know how everybody been feeling like time is speeding up? Well, this just confirmed the feeling that everybody been feeling, because now they said summer 2025 will have the 3 shortest days as Earth rotation unexpectedly accelerate. Now they say it's supposed to be shorter by 1.5 milliseconds shaved off the clock. Then explain to me why every time I blink, it feels like the day is gone. Like time as we know it is speeding up. And it's crazy because other people have been feeling the exact same way. It done got to the point to where I literally have to have different alarms throughout the day so I can keep track of time. And let's not forget, Matthew 24 and 22 talk about how time is supposed to be shortened in the last days. And even more evidence to prove the point that time is speeding up. But remember this man who put this phone on airplane mode in 2024? He opened the phone and now it's different times. Like the current time that's on this tablet is way different from this phone. It's definitely a lot of strange things that's going on. But y'all let me know in the comments though, who else been feeling like time has been speeding up? Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
Alright, so wisdom business. The reason the tablet and the phone would have different times is because the phone got GPS and all this other stuff. Even when it's in airplane mode, it still connects to some of the satellites and whatnot, and the phone will automatically swap the time zone for a lot of the newer phones. But the tablet, unless it's the kind of tablet that's got a cellular service, a SIM card in it for data and whatnot, and you're not just piggybacking off of your phone, unless it's got a SIM card in it, it's not gonna automatically change the time zones. And it looks like if he was on a plane and took a flight, it looks like he swapped time zones. He went across the United States or across whatever country he might be. You know, that's what that looked like. I don't know. That was cool.
Ew. Shit, we'll plan this shit. Yo! Nicey, we finna make a movie. Rockstar, all white movie.
Please stop, man. Oh no.
Yes, bitch. Ciao, Lacey.
Oh my god.
AI has gone way too far. Like, if that's the stuff you could do in real time, I don't even want to know anymore.
You have people that are in control of large groups of people that convince these people that these other large groups of people that they don't even know are their enemies. Mm-hmm. And those large groups of people are also being convinced by their leaders that those other groups of people are their enemies. And then rockets get launched, and it's fucking insane. And the fact that it's still going on in 2025 with all we know about corruption and the theft of resources and power and influence, it's crazy that this is still happening.
You're going to jail, bud.
A neighbor's false accusations led to the police finding a mysterious pathway and clues to a local missing person. I was helping clean up an overgrown yard for an elderly couple who had been struggling to maintain it. The grass was knee-high, trash was scattered everywhere, and weeds had taken over the flower beds. It wasn't easy, but I knew they needed help. As I was clearing a patch near the side fence, I noticed someone watching me. A woman stood on her porch across the street, arms crossed, glaring at me like I'd just stolen her car. Before I knew it, she stormed over. "What do you think you're doing?" she snapped. Cleaning their yard, I said, pointing to the house. You don't belong here, she shot back. I'm calling the police. I tried to explain that I was helping the homeowners for free, but she wasn't interested. We don't need people like you messing up our neighborhood, she said, before storming back to her house. Sure enough, 10 minutes later, a police car pulled up. 2 officers got out, looking confused but professional. Sir, we got a report about someone trespassing and potentially damaging property, one officer said. I took a deep breath and explained the situation. The elderly couple even came out to confirm that I was there with their permission. The officers were satisfied, but then the neighbor came charging over again. He's lying, she yelled. He's digging holes and tearing up the yard. You need to check the back. The officers, trying to de-escalate, decided to take a look. That's when things took a turn. As we walked toward the back, I pointed to a patch of overgrown grass where I'd found a row of bricks. I thought it was part of an old patio, but one of the officers crouched down to inspect it closer. This looks like a sealed pathway, the officer muttered. They started moving the bricks, and beneath them was a hollowed-out section of ground. The officers exchanged glances and called for backup. Within minutes, more police arrived, and they began excavating the area. What they found was chilling: scraps of old clothing and what appeared to be a buried lockbox. Inside the box were photos and documents tied to a missing persons case from years ago. The officers quickly cordoned off the area and began an investigation. The neighbor, who had been standing smugly nearby, turned pale as the officers questioned her about the property's history. It turned out she had lived in the neighborhood for decades and had seen suspicious activity around that yard but never reported it. Meanwhile, the elderly couple were stunned. They had no idea their yard held such dark secrets. As for me, I finished my work while the officers continued their investigation. Before I left, I couldn't resist turning to the neighbor and saying, "Well, it looks like calling the cops wasn't such a bad idea after all. Just not for the reasons you thought."
Yo, these AI stories are ridiculous. It was really entertaining watching people cut the grass, though.
Fuck with the man's friends, you don't fuck with the man's family.
Who the fuck are you?
When you walk past the receipt lady, you give her the fucking receipt, dude.
All we did was walk past
It gets
her, bro.
personal when you fuck with my family, man.
Get the fuck out of here, asshole.
It's gotta be a joke, man. It's gotta be a skit.
After a week of steadily active patterns, the Earth's field has now erupted, with a towering surge visible in today's chart, July 6th, 2025. This is not stillness. This is compression before release. The whiteout signature forming early in the day suggests a concentrated high-frequency influx, one that builds from below and pierces vertically through the spectrum. Many are feeling this. It may come as deep exhaustion, headaches, emotional volatility, or even moments of complete mental fog. These are not random symptoms. They are real-time indicators that your system is being recalibrated. The magnitude and shape of this spike, narrow, bright, and column-like, suggests possible artificial interference layered over natural amplification. HAARP or similar atmospheric manipulation technologies could be contributing to the unnatural intensity of this beam, especially given its uniform density and timing. But the Earth's field is responding, and so are we. Remember, when the signal is distorted, your body becomes the tuning fork. Today, do less, hydrate more, ground where possible. The Earth is not silent. She is screaming frequency, and your cells are listening. Breathe through it. Stay present. This is not a glitch. It is a pulse, and it is purposeful.
I don't know about everything that she was saying, but it did definitely spike quite a few times.
Why do celebrities get nervous when the Illuminati is brought up? Watch
As
this.
fellow Disney stars, are you all in a secret Illuminati?
Look at how our
like
mood
club?
shifted.
No.
There's telltale signs.
Is it because
of
you
when
can't tell
someone
me
is
if you
lying.
are? No.
Something ain't
Is that
adding up
true,
there.
Sam? Inconclusive.
She's hiding something.
I don't know, that is a little bit weird.
Here is a late night fact for you, sponsored by Clara has terrible time management skills.
Yeah.
But did you know that not only is antimatter in our universe real, but if you and I and everything else around us were made of antimatter, we wouldn't really notice because it's basically the same as regular matter, but with an opposite electrical charge. And we believe that in the very early universe that there were equal amounts of matter and antimatter, but some slight other difference between the two meant that we were left with just the tiniest amount of matter left over. And that's what ended up making me and you and planets and basically everything we think we see in the universe, bar like the tiniest bit of antimatter that is produced in collisions and stuff like that. So, and bananas and avocados. But yeah, if you and I were made of antimatter, we wouldn't really notice. However, if you are made of antimatter and you see a matter friend, do not give them a high five.
Do not give them a high five. That's funny.
Don't say congratulations, but you know they watch that shit. I ain't even gonna get mad. I'm young, black and rich.
Boy, you better sit down right now.
Does Google penalize your content for using AI in it? The answer is no, but let's dive into this article from Ahrefs that kind of proves it. So first of all, Google themselves have said that they do not penalize AI content. They're not necessarily encouraging it. We'll get to that in a moment, but there's nothing that about AI content that's going to get you, removed from ranking or that they're going to stop you from ranking at all. But Ahrefs wanted to run a test, so they studied 100,000 keywords and the 20 top results. They ran them all through an AI content detector to see where they fell on the bell curve. And here's what they found. 4.6% of the pages were pure AI. 81% were a mix of AI and real interest. The most important one to look at here right now is 40% showed moderate use of 11 to 40%. That means a lot of you out there are using AI, and guess what? I do too. What's interesting about this is that you can find out that about 86% of the top ranking pages contained some amount of AI generated content. I mean, 4.6% of the pages were pure AI with no human help whatsoever. If Google was going to punish AI content, that 4.6% would be zero. Now, another piece of data that they found was that there's no correlation between using AI and your ranking position, meaning that your AI can land in position 1, position 20, all over the place. There's no direct correlation. It's not like they're giving it to the bottom 19, but not the number 1. It could be any position. Now, if you're looking for a silver bullet in this, here it is. You can see that of the pure AI content, right, the 100% AI content, you have a slightly less chance right here of being number 1 than the other positions, but good golly, the median is so close. So what's the answer? What's the takeaway? Use AI. Make yourself better, faster, stronger. It's not going to hurt your SEO. In fact, it's going to probably improve your chances because you'll be more consistent than if you just wrote on your own.
Yeah, moderate usage is probably fine, but the complete usage is just showing a lack of skill, lack of patience, lack of talent, lack of the determination to get something done, lack of the ability to do your own work. It's just, there's a principle to it. Like, if you don't work, you don't eat. Wow, never seen that before, but it's pretty crazy.
Oh, man!
He just WWE'd off the corner of the truck. What? Don't do that.
So y'all niggas still don't think it's a coincidence? Say less. Let me show you more proof. This is 607 Unk and this is 4 Extra. Now look at the cup. The cup is gold, blue, and red. Unk always have his cup wrapped with bandanas, always with blue and red. You heard? Now I want y'all niggas to pay real good attention to this. I'm about to fuck y'all minds up again. So this part right here is where 4 Extra was threatening Unk, and Unk used his cup for protection.
You gonna die right here. I smoke your ass and niggas, you gonna die at no jumpers, niggas. I don't give a f. I'm gonna flatline you right here and go to jail and laugh at your ass while you on a projector dead. And I'm gonna be doing burpees in jail, laughing at your ass while these bitches picking up my collect calls.
So all of a sudden, Unc took off the blue bandana which he's wearing on his head, and he left the red bandana on a gold cup. It's not a coincidence. And we gonna get this straight. Unc was never scared. He acted scared. And look, he put that red bandana so he could fend for extra. He know what he's doing. He's playing chess, not checkers. So let's ask ChatGPT, what do that mean? A gold cup with a red bandana. A ghost gold cup with a red bandana holding water in it is a powerful spiritual imagery, especially in traditions like voodoo, hoodoo, Santeria, and even folk magic. Here what each element likely symbolizes when combined. So let's take a look at the breakdown. A skull often represents the ancestors, spiritual sight and death energy, connection to the dead and underworld. In voodoo, it can invoke Baron, I don't know how you say his name, rule over the dead. So you already know Unc playing with death. And then for the bandana tied around the skull, it symbolizes a spirit that fights for you or protects you. A dead soldier, a revolutionary, or a vengeful ancestor. Man, stop playing with Unc, my nigga. He know what he doing, bro. He not talking about that BD, GD, whatever he be saying. He put them colors on that gold cup for a reason, my nigga. Nigga playing with voodoo, gang. So let me fuck y'all niggas up even more. Look at this shit. This shit getting wicked. Ain't this a bitch? What? Red and gold? Red and gold? Huh? What? Yeah, run me my likes, my nigga. Yo, hit that follow button. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not one of these niggas, man. Gangster. Ain't that crazy? This how evil this shit is, bro. They backdoor this nigga 4 extra. You know his career is based off fades and squabbles, my nigga. They gave that nigga dynamites instead of firecrackers, my nigga. Backdoored him. Gangster. After Unc was on that podcast for 1 day and quit it. You know something was up when nigga quit it in 1 day. Come on, bro. And all of a sudden, you got a golden red cup. And then golden red fucking dynamites, my nigga. Man, stop playing with me, man. Bro, look how his career ended, bro. From blowing up his fucking hand. The nigga didn't get shot. This nigga's an active gang member. Nigga always dissing somebody. The nigga, yo, bro, I ain't see this nigga now fight one nigga on the net yet. I ain't see no op sliding on this nigga. But all of a sudden, your hand blow up. Come on, bro. Stop playing with me, my nigga. Man, they set that nigga up, gang. They set that nigga up. Gangster, bro. Yo, Unc knew what he was doing. He acted scared so he could summon all them evil spirits, my nigga. That ass. For protection, my nigga. So now we back at this video. Remember, Unc exposed 4 extra and Adam 22 for this shit. He talking about it was 40 Christians in the background. He don't want no smoke. He not trying to die in Cali. All that shit. So you know he was scared, bro. Come on, bro. And look at Unc's face when he said, it's only holy water. Don't worry about it. He gave him that look like, yeah, don't worry about it, nigga. I got you.
First off, let me tell you. First off, it's holy water. Don't worry about it.
And look what Aaron the plumber had to say about this shit. This shit is crazy.
Hey, you see what happens, Badesky, when you do the devil's work? You know what I'm saying? You surround yourself with people like Adam 16 in a real way. Adam 16 probably gave them fireworks in a real way. Badesky, kaboom, this hand, there you go. Ooh, whiskey, you're done for, Badesky. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be a big bad wolf, trying to bully people. You see how you did 607? Kaboom. Now you need 4 extra fingers, you know what I'm saying? Call that man 4 nubs in a real way. Badesky finna be walking like this.
Y'all, that industry is evil. That industry is evil. I'm telling you right now. That's wild that his hand got blowed off after threatening. I didn't know. See, I saw the threats back when they happened. And I saw that podcast. But I had no idea dude blew his hand off with them firecrackers like that. Anyways, that's all we have for today, everybody. I hope you had a pretty good time hanging out watching these videos. I had a decent time hanging out watching these videos. Some weird ones today. Not really any like super informative ones today, but they were still pretty good nonetheless. I appreciate all the support from everybody who stops through, everybody who clicks the like button and shares. If you're new around here and you like what you saw, normally we have a little bit weirder stuff, you know, stepping into like UFOs, UAPs, reptilians, different frequency stuff, the 432 hertz, you know, things like that. But today, you know, for the last couple weeks, I've been running videos that everybody has sent me. So once we get through some more of these, we'll go right back to the regular content. Anyways, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I appreciate everybody for everything that you do in support. And yeah, hope you have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, whatever it might be for you. And until next time, peace.
Now I know what's real and what